So he was down for this, and normally the best president, the last 2 years, is downgraded. And in the same time, President Hariri had a very, very strong media. All medias were between his hand and making every day massive attacks on President Lahoud. So they destroyed him. And you know, in the medias, even if you are the best, honest man in the world, attacking you every day for years, it will keep pumping in the people's mind, even if it is not true. So this was the main problem.
How Mr. Hariri, sorry, this detail lead me to another detail.
Yes.
How Mr. Hariri was controlling the media?
Was paying them.
Okay.
First, he had full control of Future TV, Al Mustaqbal journal. He was paying on and off LDR journal because he's a cheap man. Charles Ayoub, a very cheap man without any honor. So he took money from President Hariri, and when he spent them in the casino, he come back to insult him in the newspaper to have much more money. So this was his story. Then he had the Al-Sharq journal of Aouni al-Ka'ki. Aouni was also his man. The Liwa journal was also between his hand. Al-Nahar journal, he had 30 or 35% of the part of the journal. And in the same time, Marwan Ahmadi was very close to him, and he was the uncle of Gibran, my ex-sister's wife. And Ghassan Twaini was very close to Mr. Hariri. So all this made the Nahar in this period very pro-Hariri. Before it wasn't. It was on-off, depending on the relation between Ghassan Twaini and Hariri, and the relation between Gibran and Hariri. So it was on-off. The last 1.5 years, from 2003 till 2004, it was full.
What changed? What it was? What is the change? Why the change?
First, he had 35% of the journal, which is not negligible. And he was pumping money in this journal. And you know, all newspapers have always financial problems. And he had a very close relation with Ghassan Twaini through Marwan Ahmadi. And Gibran had a psychological problem with President Lahoud, because he married Mrs. Siham Hasaidi, and she was the girlfriend of the son of Mr. Lahoud. So it was a psychological problem. That's why Gibran was very excited to let Lahoud leave the presidency and bringing another one. So all these problems, when you put them, it was there. The LBC television was against Hariri. George Ghanim and Marcel was very close to Mr. Hariri, but Pierre Daher and his team was against Hariri because they were first they were in a pool, and they still in a pool with Al-Walid bin Talal. LBC.
Okay.
Al-Walid has about 49% or 50% of LBC group. I don't know the percentage Al-Walid and Hariri was very, anti. It was Saudian problems. So LBC, Pierre al-Dahir, Antoine Choueiri, the media's man, and a certain team in the LBC was anti-Hariri. Marcel Ghanem and George was pro-Hariri, friendship. So if you take the medias at the time, 80% of the medias was governed by Mr. Hariri, and so they were attacking President Lahoud at full speed. So
just I want to come back to the small detail that you mentioned. It's you said this is Saudi problem,
yes.
And referring to the relationship between
Mr. Hariri
Prince
and
Talal,
Walid bin Talal.
Yes.
Yes.
According to what you knew, what is the problem?
Al-Walid bin Talal at a certain moment thought that he wanted to make politics in Lebanon.
Okay.
So he got a Lebanese identity.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ilyas Harawi, President Harawi, made for him a Lebanese identity.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought at a certain time to get into politics, or some people were pushing him to get into. So Mr. Hariri was always looking at him. It's a human and normal, but nothing more.
Okay. And who were pushing Prince Walid bin Talal to be involved in Lebanese politics?
Good question. I think I don't have firm information, to be very honest, but I was hearing that his relation with Syria was very good at the time, because I was always seeing him in the TVs with Bashar al-Assad. We knew from the newspapers that he made a huge investment in Syria, etc. So I think that he was interested from Syrian to try to play a role. But when this game was out for the public, I think the king in Saudi Arabia put an end of this game and said to Walid bin Talal, stop this game.
Okay. We are talking about 2004.
No, we are talking about 2002, 2003, and 2004.
Okay.
It was 3 years.
Yeah.
This game took place for 2 years, let's say.
Yeah.
And when I was Minister of Interior, the Patriarch Sphere wanted to reopen the file of the people who get Lebanese nationality and didn't have the right. So when I opened the file of these people, I found that the identity that was made for Al-Walid wasn't valid. It was falsified.
Yeah.
Because
forged.
Because he was named in this identity Walid al-Sulh, in the name of his grandpa from his mother. So Mr. Hariri called me at the time and asked me to give him the file. I said no. This is the property of the Lebanese government. There is a court. I will form a judge committee of 10 judges, and I formed it. I took a cabinet decision, and I formed a team of 10 judges to look over all the nationalities in Lebanon and to give me decisions to know what to do, because I didn't want politics to interfere there. And this group was formed by me in 2002 or in 2004, and he's still here without doing anything.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
They didn't come back to you
No.
with recommendations about how to
No,
treat
because
this
I
file?
left the government.
Yes.
Then Sleiman Frangi came.
Okay.
Sleiman Frangi, I think, was asked to freeze it because most of them were Syrians and Palestinians. And when Hariri's group came back, they wanted to freeze it because there were 50,000 people who took nationalities pro-Hariris from Kurds, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So they stopped it. They freeze it. It exists, but it is freezed. And Walid bin Talal is freezed too within these files.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any other, and I'm sorry, sir, from the top of your head, is there any other names, big names, let's say, that were involved in this kind of...
No.
No. Only one.
Yes.
Yeah. Except from this issue of being involved, how he wanted to be involved in the Lebanese politics?
He wants to be prime minister.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you.
And once he invited me to dinner, and I asked him the question if he wanted to be prime minister. He said, not anymore. Perhaps I have thought for a few seconds in my life. It was in 2004, perhaps, beginning of 2004, but I don't want anymore.
And that was, your dinner was beginning of 2004? Okay.
Sir, Your Excellency, you were telling us about the political situation in June 2000.